Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of What Ted Says. I hope you're enjoying the whole series here on basically how to start, run, and grow a business. So a lot of people will ask me, Ted, do I need to have a trademark in my business? And so what is a trademark even? It's really a legal designation to protect a piece of intellectual property in your business. Can you imagine stealing a bite out of an apple and using it for your business, like the actual Mac? What about the golden arches? Do they get you thinking of late night French fries? And of course, one of the most famous slogans of all time, just do it. So is it time for you to just do it and trademark your logo or your slogan or another piece of intellectual property? Inside of this episode of What Ted Says, and wait till you hear tip 4. I'll share with you exactly what to do if you're thinking about getting a trademark in your business right now. So the first question is, can I trademark my name? So let's say that your name is Sarah Keller and you create custom resin earrings. So you can absolutely trademark a business name like Sarah Keller Jewelry or Earrings by Sarah, but maybe not the actual name Sarah Keller. Of course, there is a Kendra Scott that probably is trademarked, but that's gonna be few and far between. Then the question is, can you trademark your logo? Well, yes, if it's strong enough, of course you can trademark your logo. In the world of intellectual property, a strong logo or name is one that is unmistakably unique to its creator. Again, think about the golden arches. So how long does it take to actually trademark a logo? Well, typically what I would tell you, having done this many times myself, that it could take somewhere between 6 to 9 months to get fully trademarked. And people also always want to know, they always say, Ted, well, how much does it cost to actually trademark? Is it a fortune? I think it's a lot less than you think it would be. The cost of trademarking a logo, it can vary by country, but in the United States, it's really pretty simple. You'll go to the United States PTO and it can typically cost between $275 and maybe as much as $660 plus legal fees if in fact you hire a lawyer. Trademarking a logo with the state trademark office, which can offer similar protection, I would tell you, to registering at the federal level, but only within that specific state. Think about states like New York and California, can also cost between $50 to $150. Now, what does the process physically of trademarking involve? So before you apply for trademark registration, you should conduct a search of your county, city, state's databases to determine if another company is already using a logo that's too close to the one that you want to use. So one of the big questions after you do that is like, should I use a lawyer? I'm gonna tell you that on every single one of these, I've used a lawyer.
The only one I've got on my side is the blood-sucking lawyer.
Thank you.
Even though people will tell you on YouTube videos that it's not that hard, you can just do the searches. A lot of time the searches have to be dependent on the kind of business that you're in. Like I had Breathe Easier for Oxygen Financial and I trademarked that Breathe Easier, but like I've said in other videos, if that Breathe Easier was for Breathe Right strips, I may be able to trademark Breathe Easier because I'm not in the medical industry, I'm in the financial services industry. So a lot of times people think they have universal protection of a trademark and that trademark will cover everything, and it just simply isn't the case. So look, at the end of the day, do you have to get a lawyer when you go through a trademark? No. Do I recommend one? Yes, and in my experience, it makes sense. Now, I'm gonna tell you, most of you will not need to have the trademark unless you're super serious about using that trademark on your website, in your letterhead, on your business cards. Then you probably wanna spend the $1,000 or $2,000 it's gonna take to get it done. If your trademark gets rejected, it may be time to revisit the logo and add something to it, or your slogan, come up with something more unique, or your brand name may need to be something different because this is gonna be a long-term business. You've got to get more detailed in order to protect what you're going to build for the long term. A lot of new business owners just simply don't think about it. Then they're down the road. Then it's like, why didn't I protect this? Ultimately, the longer that something is out there, even if it's not trademarked and it's in front of the public, you're going to have a lot harder time either removing them or they're going to have a lot harder time removing you. So some of the beauty of this is like first to market really gets that positioning going when it comes to trademarking. Now that your logo and slogan are trademarked, the next question is, well, how do I get the whole business started with a bank account and a credit card? Do I need both? How do I basically set it up? What kind of tax ID should it be in? I'm going to tell you more about that in the next videos in the series here about how to start, grow, create, and run a successful business.